Hey YouTube, this is John from Team Battle Faders coming to you with a deck profile on a deck that I've been topping 4 with lately for the last like 3 weeks. It's Formula Frog Monarchs, Formula Monarch, whatever people call it out there. It's very good, especially against Gravekeepers and Six Samurais, since they're running fucking wild out there. But just gonna give you a little profile on the deck I'm using. It's only about like 85% complete. There's still some cards I do need. Um, as soon as I can get those cards, I'll probably put another deck profile on this deck. So let's just jump straight into it. First, we got two um, Lads, Light and Darkness Dragons. Very good card. 2800 attack, 24 defense, lose 500 attack and defense to negate everything. Basically, it just negates. When it's finally destroyed, you special summon a monster from your graveyard, so it's good to recycle your synchros. Very good card. I would suggest not running this at 3 in your deck, especially this one. 2 works just very well, so yeah. 1 Ryza. Need 2 more. Right now I'm running 3 Mobius instead of, 3 Ryza, 3 Kai's, 2 Mobius. So I have to switch it up and go the other way around and just use 1 Ryza for now. Of course, this card's so fucking hard to find. Everybody doesn't want to get their hands off it, so I use 1 for now. 3 Caius. This is like so awesome. This card did not get hit on this new ban list. Remove any card from play if it's a dark monster. Of course, my opponent takes 1,000. Very good card. It works well with Genix controller to make locomotion Argenix, which if you don't know what that does, I'll tell you later on in this video. 3 Mobius. This is more like a tech choice than anything, because even though I know I'm just running like 1 Ryza, these 3 Mobius just help a lot, especially in this format, and they're going to be for the next format. And to let you know, guys, the only card I got hit on this was Cold Wave, so I mean, Formula Monarchs are going to be crazy next format. But this 3 right here are just for like, Gravekeepers for their Necro Valleys and, their face down fucking Rite of Spirits or whatever, or if you're going against 6 Sams, you kill their, their Gateways or their, United We Stand or whatever the hell card they have. But yeah, it's a very good card to use. I would not suggest running 3 like I'm doing right now, but I just like back row hit a lot, so I run 3. 1 Dust Spirit. A lot of people run 2. I run 1. Feels like it clogs the deck. I don't feel like destroying all cards and bring this card back to my hand. Because if I don't have Battle Fader, I'm going to get fucking tagged with nastiness. So, yeah, just 1. Another check choice is Vanity's Fiend, since there's a lot of, like I said, 6 Sams fucking floating out there. Just stop special summoning. It hurts my opponent more than it hurts me, so I just tech 1. Gores. Stops OTKs, of course, and of course it's just Gores. It's unbelievable. Tragodia can manipulate manipulate levels for synchroing. Can take opponents' monsters. You know what I mean? It's so versatile. It's very good in this deck. Um, 3 Battle Faders, which is probably like the best card I think in the game. Everybody might think otherwise, but just the fact that I can just end your battle phase and just not take damage is just awesome. I name my team after this, obviously, as you know, duh, but this card's great. 3 Swap Frogs. We're going to get to the frogs now. 3 Swap Frogs. If you open up first hand with Swap Frogs and a Monarch, most of the time you win. Because you get like Special Summon him, ditch a Treeborn, tribute him for your Monarch, and then from there just open up with plays that your opponent probably won't be able to get, out of. You just do some craziness, but Swap Frog is good at 3, not 2. 2 Treeborns. Every standby phase sucker comes back. Since I don't have back rows, I don't activate traps, or I don't use traps, so this card's very good in this deck. Bring out all my Monarchs, my Vanity's Fiend, you know what I mean? Help me to bring Lad out. So Ronin Totem, use 1. I side 1, I think. Yeah, I side 1 and I tech 1. sometimes it's good to have this big booty bitch on the field with 2,000 defense. So the fact that you can't synchro with it is the downfall. That's why I only use one for now. One fish board. You don't need two. You don't need three. This is a dead draw at two, I think, because you draw into it and it's like, fuck, 100 attack. You don't really need it. There's millions of ways. Sorry about the glare, guys. There's millions of ways to get this card out, you know, especially in this deck. Genix Undyne, Foolish Burial, you know, yeah. So, anyways, brain clog there. But yeah, one. I use a Genix fucking thingamajig engine, so I have to run two Genix Undyne, send a water monster to the graveyard, get that Genix control to my hand. I got like 6 or 7 targets for Genix controller to make locomotion, so this card's very good, especially to get my fish boards into the graveyard. Next is 2 Genix controller. 1400 attack. Sometimes you can just, you know, normal summon an attack for 14. I've done it before, but it's good just to synchro, take control of my opponent's monster, then synchro using this guy. There's just millions of ways to use this card, so it's very valuable in this deck, I think. And last of the monsters, we use Zangan. Very good card in this deck. Can bring out Tragodia to my hand, can get a Battle Fader, Swap Frog, anything I need for the situation that I'm in. So yeah, that was all monsters. To the millions of traps I have, or spells. 3 enemy controllers. Book of Moon is down to 1. So enemy controller is going to be seeing a lot more plays for the simple fact when you go to take control of opponent's monster, they won't be able to just like Book of Moon it and you just lose your enemy controller like that. So with Book of Moon at 1, this card sees a lot of play. Use Treeborn, you know, to take control of their monster, tribute their monster or synchro with it, doesn't matter. 2 Soul Exchange. You don't need 3 anymore for the simple fact, like I said, Book is at 1, and this gets back to Book anyway, so you know, you book, they book their monster, or they book your monster, or whoever they book, it doesn't matter. And you activate this, and you can just tribute their monster face down, it doesn't matter. 2 MSTs, just more back row hate, and 1 Giant Grenade. Dark Hole, destroys all monsters, good card. Monster Reborn, of course, bring back any monster you want. Foolish Burial to send cards to the graveyard that I need to send, like Fishborg or Treeborn, whatever. I don't use 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is kind of bad in this deck for the simple fact you're kind of like going -1 just to get a card out, which is gay. So there's no reason for all that. Last in my main deck, 1 Pot of Avarice is good to have just to recycle your Formula Synchrons or to recycle anything just so you can draw cards, more draw power. That was the deck, guys. We're going to move on to the side deck. 2 Formula Synchron. I'm looking for 1 more, but these guys are just beastly in this deck, you know. You can draw a card when you get this guy on the field, and then you can sync up 1 of your monarchs for level 8, like Thought Ruler or Stardust or whatever else you need, you know. Since I don't run a Shooting Star in this, I don't really, you know, bring out Stardust. I'll try to go for like Thought Ruler or you know, Red Dragon Archfiend or something. But yeah, two Formula Synchrons. 1 Locomotion Argenix. I'm looking for another one. You need 1 Genix controller and 1 Dark Monster. When this thing is synchro summoned, you can take control of the highest level monster on your opponent's side of the field. It just works great because this deck, to me, this deck is more of like taking control of all your opponent's monsters just to use them for something. So this card works very well. 2500 attack. One of my favorite synchros in the deck is Star Ruler Archfiend, just for the simple fact when you kill monsters, you gain their attack as to your life points, and anything that targets this that's a spell or trap, you just pay 1,000, it just doesn't die, so it's a good card. 2 Stardust, basic, you know, everybody usually runs 1 or 2. Of course, we got Red Dragon Archfiend, Colossal Fighter for those, you know, samurais and those X-Sabers or whatever. 2 X-Saber Rebellions because they're only level 7s. I don't have a Scrap Archfiend or like that, but these guys work well. 2 Gaia, 2600 attack just to get over Stardust if my opponent has one. Level 6, can't go wrong. And last is 2 Iron Chain Dragons, using for the Gravekeepers mostly. So when I attack into them, you know, they gotta mill 3 cards, and hopefully they mill their Royal Tributes. Since it's at 2, one less Royal Tribute in your deck is great. So yeah. Now we're gonna do my side. I'm missing one card on my side. It's supposed to be a Mobius, and I'm supposed to take a Mobius out so I can put a Rise in. It's kind of like flip-flop, so Mobius is supposed to be my side deck. The third one, at least. 2 DD Crow. Um, against mirror matches and stuff, just to get their frogs, like, you know, Treeborn out of the way. 2 no mana crossouts. Any face-down monsters that I don't like, you know. Good for Gravekeepers. 1 system down for those Machina guys out there. 1 extra Ronin Totem, like I said, extra defense, extra, you know, tribute bait. 1 Swift Scarecrow, just in case I need if my opponent wants to feel a lot faster than I do and does some craziness, I like to have like 1 more Pretend Fader. So, 1 Breaker, destroy back row, 1900 beater. 1 Duke Frog, it's almost like a Zangan, it's real good. Can basically grab, like, you know, a swap frog from my graveyard in my deck, so works well. 1 Snowman Eater, destroy opponent's monster, 1900 beats. Damn, 1900 defense. My bad, guys. 1 Desynchro. This card is very good. You can synchro with locomotion, desynchro, just to sync back again and take their monster again. So that's why I use it, just to do some shenanigans. It's pretty cool. Nobleman Extermination to get those warnings out of the way. Again, you face down out of the way, you know. And 2 Puppet Plants for 6 Samurais. So you've checked out the deck. Like I said, I've topped, like, you know, I've gone 3rd place, 4th place, 6th place. Those are the positions I got in the last 3 weeks. So I mean, the deck runs well, guys. I really think you guys should run it and try it. Like I said, next format is just going to be getting even better. So this is Team Battle Faders coming to you live, and hope you like the deck. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'm out.